Yo, everybody, welcome back to the TV program. I am Brian Lee Durfee, author of The Forgetting Moon and The Blackest Heart, both books published by Simon & Schuster's Saga Press. Today I'm going to be reviewing The Store by Bentley Little. This is a horror novel that was written in 1998. Somewhat about 23 years ago or something. One of Bentley Little's first horror novels. And, I reviewed earlier on the channel, I reviewed Bentley Little's The Town. So if you want to see that review, just type in my last name, Durfee, and The Town, or Bentley Little's name, and the review will magically appear upon your TV screen or computer screen, or even your phone if that's what you're using. That's the way the internet works, people. The Store has a great cover. I love covers. You know, we always review the covers because I love graphic design and book cover illustration, and I think this one is just spectacular. It's got a great painting of a crow or a bird or something overlooking a store in a sunset, a very desert-like looking, hot looking place. The artist is not mentioned anywhere in the book, and I did not research any further than just looking in the book. So I don't know who the artist was, but you did a good job on the cover. Dude or dudette, whoever you are, this takes place in an Arizona town in 1998. The Arizona town is called Juniper. It's a made-up town. From what I can gather, based on what I read in the book, it's somewhere between Flagstaff and Phoenix. I've driven that freeway many times. I know what the landscape looks like, so I can picture what we're dealing with. This has a large cast of characters, much larger than The Town, which I reviewed earlier. This has a large cast of characters, many of which are teenagers going to the high school here in Juniper, and some adults. I like coming-of-age horror novels. They're some of my favorite things to read, and we get a lot of that sort of teenage angst in this novel, The Store. So, what is The Store about? It's kind of like Stranger Things, where shit happens in a big store, like a big Kmart store, or a Walmart, or whatever big Target. Moves to town. Now, whenever there's a small town, I grew up in a small desert town, a lot like Juniper. I mean, I grew up in southern Utah, in Sevier County, small desert town. When the Kmart moved into our town, it was a massive, big deal for a lot of reasons. A, it pretty much shut down every other local business in the town. I mean, Main Street went from this bustling place with a lot of mom and pop stores selling different things to a fucking ghost town overnight because everybody would rather just go into the Kmart. And that's kind of what we're dealing with here. People are excited about the store. This is going to bring a lot of jobs to the town because not only will the town of Juniper benefit from having this massive store, but all the little tiny satellite towns that are around, all those people will drive into Juniper to go to this store. The thing about the store is, not all is as it seems. I mean, it starts slow. This is a slow burn. And there's a lot of characters, and there's no real main character other than Bill, who's kind of the first person that sort of realizes something ain't right with this store. It's actually changing who we are as a community in slow, subtle ways. So it's a slow burn novel where you just sort of get one creepy moment and then another little creepy moment. And when I'm talking about creepy moments, I'm just like, okay, the store is built. They've staffed it with a lot of people in the town, and the employees are starting to act weird with each other. There's cameras everywhere. Some of the employees know about the cameras, some don't. Of course, the cameras are like in the dressing rooms and the bathrooms, and some of the creepy people are watching those cameras and getting a delight out of it. And it's just got creep vibe oozing out a lot of these characters as they do just more creepy things after creepy things. But it's not in their nature. They're generally usually just nice people, but this store is twisting them. It's twisting them. There's like a supernatural presence in the store that's making everybody slightly turn to evil. Slowly, to the point where if you work at the store, you're suddenly finding yourself pitted against the other people in the community. In other words, I work at the store. I'm a special person. You are a lesser citizen. In fact, why are you even asking me out on a date? Because only people that work at the store are dateable. Everybody else is just a loser. If you get a job at the store, maybe I'll consider going out with you. But until then, you're just not good enough for me. And everybody that works at the store is getting there, they're like conflicts with their family. Like, hey, my family isn't part of my store family is more important than my real family. It's like become a cult. Things start to get darker and more grim and more evil and more like things are going on. Like, it's like the store doesn't sell Coke products, they only sell Pepsi products. Anybody that's drinking a Coke product needs to maybe be taught a lesson. Because we only sell Pepsi products. Oh, if you're wearing those type of shoes that weren't sold at the store, well, maybe something needs to happen to your feet. Because we only sell a certain type of shoe at the store. It's just this stuff starts snowballing, right? And people are just like, this is just the store is determining what people can buy, what TV shows they can, what rent DVDs and rental videos they can watch, what books they buy and magazines they read. It's just the store starts controlling every single thing about the community in a really diabolical way. It's just a fun book to read because you get the perspective of, the kids in the town and some of the grown-ups in the town, and everybody starts dressing the way that the store wants them to dress, and it just spirals into, mayhem, carnage, and horror, and it's just great, grim, and gruesome, and as Stephen King says, master of the macabre. Yeah, it's a good book. I actually really liked this one more than The Town. I like this a lot more than The Town, to be honest. I was just more invested in this one. I cared more about the characters, yada, yada, yada. Let's give this book a good, solid 9.5 out of 10. It is just a really solidly done, well-written, well-crafted, just creepily moving pace. It's just the pace is creepy just the same as the characters are creepy. It just creeps along in this way that just draws you in slowly. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.